So I was pretty happy with the way these pages right here turned out. They were, I think I spent a little too much time on this page particularly, but besides that, I mean, I really like this whole thing. There's a few things that I might do a little differently if I was to do it again, but that's fine. You know, that's just part of it. Again, this is sketchbooks. It's not like finished ultimate illustrations or anything like that. So, you know, you're just trying to get the story down and have fun with it. But I was really excited about these. I particularly like this page. I thought this page turned out really good. Um, but it's time to move on. So let's go ahead and move on. This was the spread. Let's get to our next spread. So this page is going to go away because it's, you know, remember we had that and then that. So we'll go ahead and put that over there in the done stack. Then this one moves over. We'll flip it. And I need some new tape. Okay, so we got that page right there. And now I need a page to go next to it. Maybe this one. Nah. Oh, maybe this one. 2 pages here. Okay. Maybe this one. Yeah, I like that. I think that one's gonna do. That one's gonna be it. Let me put this stack away. Yeah. Yeah, I like this. Okay. And maybe move them over just a smidge here. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so Skits is running away. And I think we're going to do something where Skits is, well, the viewer actually starts to notice that the poles are guys running with little nets in their hands and stuff. So, maybe we'll do something like that. So let me see here. Maybe we'll do something kind of like this. Right now I'm just kind of thinking of some shapes. Something like that, I think. Yeah. Kind of like those shapes. And that'll roll into the next one. Yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to see it now. Again, you know, it's like sometimes you just want to put down some shapes and then try and find your figures and your storytelling throughout those shapes. Where it's like, because I know what's going on in the head. You know, I'm just like, these guys are coming after him. I have to kind of show, like, that's what's going on. But at the same time, I need to make it visually interesting and melding together, kind of. So, I'm thinking maybe something like that. And the knitting, kind of doing one of these things. Now the tricky part here is going to be this knitting. Do something like this. So there's like a net flying past Skits right here. And then we're going to have Skits' head right here, where he's kind of dodging, like, woo! Like, what the heck? Wonder what type of face Skits would be making, like ah, ah, something like that. Ah. Actually, be like this. Ah, yeah, something like that. This is ridiculous. It's awesome. Like that. Do like some big poles here. Maybe have some glasses on this pole. Because it's, you know, the poles are starting to turn into the characters, into the orderlies. It'd be really cool to try and illustrate this where it's like ultra realistic. Be interesting. Do some cool stuff with Photoshop, with maybe some photo bashing. There we go. Something like that. And then maybe something that I'll do is I'll do some photo reference of my own face so I can get that face in there where it's like surprise. You're like, oh my gosh. Okay, so this arm's gonna be coming up over here like that, and maybe the other arm is doing this, coming out the bottom. And then also boot's gonna be flying up in here, and we'll put boot in like right here. Boot will be like flying off the page a little bit there. Something like that. There we go. And this arm will come down here. And something like this. And then you gotta have a strap. Maybe the strap will come back up and around. Like that, and then maybe the strap will come back over here. Maybe it'll go over into here too. I don't know, maybe. Why not? It just looks like madness, like coming out at you. That'd be fun. Alright. Maybe put some lettering in here too. It's like maybe something like that. Maybe some lettering out that way. That'd be cool. Or no! No! Not me! Stay away from me, you evil telephone pole. That'd be cool. Alright, that page is looking cool. Okay, so then we might just do one of skits. Maybe this one will be a little bit different. I got this craziness going on here, and then over here it's just like a picture of skits with the net over them. Or they just got the net on them. And it's just like, well, I guess I'm caught. Maybe that's what we'll do here. It's just kind of a straightforward type thing. Like that. And then like maybe an orderly and another orderly. That might be neat, because you get all this chaos and then it's just like done. Something like that. Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's move on to the next phase. Alright, so I took a small break for lunch, and usually after I put down something like this, I do like to take a little break to kind of get away from it and see what I think of it. And I think it's awesome. There's just a few changes that I want to do to it. I'm not going to make this strap come over onto this page. There we go. And this, I'm actually going to make it a little bit bigger. So, just do that. And do I have my, yeah, here we go. My brush here. I know I usually don't erase, but this one I just wanted to erase for some reason, so, oh well, I'm just gonna erase. Okay, let me find, I want them to be centered, but I want them to be on a third. So, there we go. So like that. There we go. And then have the there we go. Like that. And then I'm gonna have the characters, the big guys up behind them. Have the bricks like this. Awful lot of action going on outside right now. These are the big guys that caught him. There we go. So we're gonna be like that. Yeah, cool. Alright. And again, I just feel like erasing, so oh well. Oh well, I'm just gonna do a little erasing. Also, I took a photo reference for my face, and I'm gonna, it's just out of frame right here. I might be able to bring it down. See, just got it right here. Oh, look at there. Yeah. So I'll just stick that right there. So I have a little reference to draw from. Let me erase this just a little bit better. Funny thing is when you do erasing like this, after you've put this wash on the paper, the wash actually it erases out a little bit. Funny how that happens. Alright, so, and there is nothing wrong with using photo reference, because the only way you learn to draw things is by looking at things. So how are you going to learn to draw things better if you're never looking at it, right? So that's just the way I think anyway. So, I know some people are like, ah, you can't use photo reference. It's like, okay, sure, whatever. We use photo reference. Everyone does. You know, you gotta know what it is you're drawing. Right. And remember, the distance between eyes is usually about an eye's length. So eye, so always think of it about 3 eyes. Okay. There we go. That looks pretty good. I like them eyes. Looks pretty good. Now I just need to get this nose right. I feel like I'm losing the plot on this nose. There we go. That's feeling. I'm feeling that now. Sometimes all you gotta do is just put down one line and it changes everything. Changes your whole outlook on something. Just one line can do that sometimes. That's awesome. And I might end up doing some yeah, there we go. Might end up doing a little bit of liquid graphite on this, maybe. The nose is just a little too thick, and for some reason I just feel like erasing today, so do with what you feel. I mean, it's a sketchbook, right? I mean, that's what we're doing here. So there we go. That's much better. I gotta tell you also, doing these videos like this is really hard because I don't usually talk to myself when I'm drawing. What I usually do is I listen to music, and I usually listen to it loud, like real loud, you know? That's just, you know, you gotta do what you like to do. And me, I like listening to music loud. I gotta get all my crooked teeth in there. I got a bunch of crooked teeth. There we go. It's looking awesome. Love it. One thing when you're not looking at real life, you miss out on some of the things that make your work look the best, which are the little things that you only notice when you're actually paying attention and looking at real life. One of the things I'm thinking of is these folds over the eyes. so important. You know, they really bring the energy out of the eyes. But a lot of times when you're not looking at real life stuff, you miss it, you know? So that's something that I really like to look at real life, so that, or photo reference, whatever you want to say, because you'll end up missing those little things that really make your work pop and stand out from those who aren't looking. And all you really need is just a few spots where you really kind of put in some detail, and it'll just make your overall piece just kind of jump, you know, and come off the page and really look real. Sometimes that's all it takes, is just a few things like that to really jump and sell the piece, you know. And of course, you don't always have to do things realistically, you know. Stylize. I love stylizing stuff, you know. Sometimes stylizing things makes is just more appropriate for whatever it is you're working on. Another thing, I know people have asked me before, like rulers, you know, using rulers. I don't like using rulers. I think using rulers makes your work lose the energy that it has. And you can use rulers to kind of lay stuff out, but if you can't use rulers for the final pieces. But that's just my opinion. You know, go out there and learn, do your own thing, but that's just what I think. I just think it loses its energy when you use rulers for the final bits. And it seems like I'm really wanting to do a lot of pencil work on this page, so, you know, maybe I'm just going to do some pencil work. That's fine. Nothing wrong with doing a bunch of pencil work. Alright. I'm liking that. Now I'm going to try and draw some of this netting, and I don't want to draw all of it, but I do want to draw some of it. So I'm probably going to do a little detailed work where it's coming away from it, and the further away from I get from the face, the less detail it's going to be. So I feel like, there we go. Kind of coming off of there a little bit. So anyway, I think I'm to a point where I'm just going to pull this one out of frame for right now. And I'm just going to focus on this one. Also, that'll allow. Let me just move over a little bit here. That way the whole page ends up in frame. I gotta scoot over in my chair a little bit. Anyway, yeah, this is looking pretty good. Alright, so I'm gonna start working on this netting on this. And right now I'm just kind of feeling it out. You know, I got these cross lines. Maybe, yeah. And I don't have to do all of it, you know, perfect. That's really not the point. Point is just to get a few going and get the idea of the netting being there. And of course I'm doing this with this big thick line netting, which is over the top ridiculous, but hey man, this is comics, this is illustration, you know, you gotta go over the top with this stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. And of course I got the strap flying in front of here too, so let me just go ahead and put that in. That way we don't have to draw anything behind it. There we go. Alright. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is awesome. I wonder how many times I've said awesome. Probably a few. It's kind of fun because you just kind of put this stuff together, and it almost looks like he could probably slide through some of the netting, which would be awesome. That would be great. It doesn't have to be perfect either. That's the, like, oh, everything has to be perfectly crisscrossed and stuff. No. No, it doesn't have to be. Just needs to be interesting looking, you know, close enough, as it were. Let me do this hair right here. There you go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Something I'll probably have to do at some point is ask people, would they rather hear me talk more or less, or you know, that sort of stuff. I can't play music because I'm sure there's some copyright stuff, which kind of stinks, you know. It's like, can't listen to music in front of other people. It's against the law. It's like, well, you know, heck with that. Whatever. Maybe I'll use the kneaded eraser on this. Yeah, that'll work just fine. Of course, I'll probably put some white paint on that to make it, you know, a little better. And yeah, these guys. Maybe do a little bit of darkening right in here. Not quite sure yet what I'm going to do with that, but we'll get to it. I think I want to maybe do a splash of detail down in here, just to kind of give the idea of, you know, hey, there's still cool information going on right over in here. I'm kind of liking this as just pencil, but I'll probably throw a little bit of color into it. Yeah. Yeah, maybe finish off some of this knit. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe just leave it. Get Boot's way back there, so I'll just kind of look at them and see how I want to make sure I get the drawing of Boot down good. Yeah. Alright, let me just finish up some of this netting here. Yeah, about done with this. Yeah, I'm just doing this, just a hint of stuff in the background. That way it's there, but not really, you know. Just a hint. Alright. Just a little hint. Alright. Now the question is, do I want to make these poles kind of stand out? I think I will, but maybe not in the way that you might think. Kind of look like beaker. Yeah. And then maybe, should I put in some, I think I'm going to put in some words here. Like, ah. Yeah. Let me get an eraser. Do a little bit of erasing. Alright. There we go. Yeah, okay, so how do I actually do I guess that's just like a H, A. I gotta find out, because I gotta tell you, I ain't good at spelling, I ain't good at doing these sorts of things. So I'm actually gonna look that up, and then we'll get back to this. Okay, so I kind of looked into it, and it looks like an A with a bunch of H's. So, yeah, I might just run this right off the page. I got one A. I'm going to do an H. Then another H. One more H. Then an exclamation point. How's that? Ah! That's awesome. Mm-hmm. Alright. And I think I might, for these letters, I might do a little bit of tape over the top of the letters and do some colored pencil work maybe. I think that's what I might do. That'd be cool. What you see in here, give us a like, share, subscribe. Also go on over to the Skitscomic.com website. All videos show up there a week before they ever hit YouTube. While you're there, pick you up a comic book, print, or go ahead and get you an original piece of art. Lastly, go over to Indiegogo.com and sign up for the book that you're actually watching being made right now. Thank you and have a great day.